Alright, old Snippy here. What I like to refer to now, I made the name up, Trader Boss. That's what I'm calling him. And he may not like it, because he doesn't feel like he's a boss, you know? He's just like, you know, I'm just an average guy. You know, I don't have to have all this super fancy things and, you know, Lamborghinis and, you know, I don't have to have that stuff. You know, I don't need the recognition. He likes to be private. He doesn't like to be known about. He doesn't need a YouTube channel, you know what I mean? My kind of guy, you know? Honestly, but, so remember he was telling us about EOS and said his call, which again I verified, his call was 55 cents to get in EOS. That was the call he made. And yes, a bunch of his people made some money on that, just like a bunch of y'all did. You know, if you were able to get in around 58, 60 cents when I was talking about getting into it myself, which of course you know I did. I mean, right now, his call, and this is going back a little while back, so it's not, you know, you gotta understand something about trades. It's not like it's a daily, you know, oh damn, he just texted me, Populous, $16. He thinks Populous is gonna go quite high too, just like a few of us, Cliff and some others. It's funny, I start talking, he starts texting me. Every time. I start talking, boom, the text come in. It is perfectly timed, because I'm telling you about some stuff he was just telling me. But, when I came out the other day, I said what he told me. Look, I had a call, this is going back a little while back, as you know, when it was around 55 cents for EOS, that was when, boom, let's get in. He made the call, a bunch of people got in. The price right now, EOS, $4.34. It's up 10.6% today. Okay. His initial charting target price target was $4.50 to $5. Get out. Correction should happen. Get back in. However, he's been up for like all night. As this guy just doesn't sleep for apparently. But we were talking a little earlier today, and he says, you know, you seen EOS? I said no. He's like, man, it's climbing. It's gonna be $4.50, $5 before you know it. Matter of fact, I don't know if it may have went up there and bounced down. By the way, I haven't looked at the actual chart. Like I'm just looking at the price right now. You know, it may have already popped up to $4.50 or higher and then back down. I don't know, because I didn't look that close. But, you know, there's certain indicators, and this is why it takes training to understand, you know, everything about this kind of stuff. And the same training could be useful, whether it's Forex, the stock market, whatever. Cryptos are no different, except they're not manipulated by the damn banks and governments. But you constantly reanalyzing things. Like, you may just say, you know, I'll get in at 55 cents and, you know, whenever you see it at 4.50, get out. And just never look at it again. You could do that. But a smart trader wouldn't do that. A smart trader is going to watch it, look for certain trends. What's happening? Do I think it's going to come down maybe a little earlier and have to readjust my call? Or is it going to go even higher? Still got to readjust my call. And that's where he's at right now. Joe, I think it could go higher than our original, you know, because again, he got in when it's 55 cents. You're talking, what was it, 2 months ago or so? I don't know the exact time frame. So back then, looking at stuff, he's looking at a target, right? But it's interesting when you have an influx of the freaking population of epic proportions getting into cryptos. So when you have a bunch of volume, he's explaining to me, a bunch of volume coming into these things, in this case EOS for sure, it can change where they want to get out at. And his target may change. He's not sure yet, but he's basically, and this is what he says, so this is what a trader has to do. If you're going to be a professional trader, this is the kind of stuff you're going to have to think about and honestly do. Let's say you put, you know, $10,000 in, right? At 60 cents. It's up to a $3.60. That's 6 times return, 600%. But that's at $3.60. Remember, his call was $4.50 to $5. So whatever that math is, let's just call it eight times your money. 8 times 6, $4.80. 6, you know, that's where he wants to get out. Let's just say that was the original call 2 months ago. Now things are looking a little different. There's a lot more people coming in. Everybody's going to want to buy up stuff. People are going to be looking at what's been performing, what's not. Oh, EOS sounds great. I've been hearing about EOS. People want to jump in. That alone, just the volume change of people, because people are coming in. He's looking at the volume. He's looking at some indicators. Might make his $4.50 to $5 change. Hey, 2 months ago, the charts weren't showing that all of a sudden this massive volume is going to show up out of nowhere. Wasn't showing that. Right? So it takes a trader to analyze things. He's been analyzing all freaking day and night. And then today again. And he says, man, you know, so what he was explaining to me was, let's just say you or me or whoever did what he did. We looked at the charts. Guys, 55, 60 cents, get in. 2 months out, our price target, which he didn't say 2 months out. It's simply, I'm in a trade. It doesn't matter how long the damn thing takes to get there. See, there's no timing with these guys, or with him, or with traders, is what I'm saying. It's simply, I'm in this position. I bought in at this price. That's my position. I'm an open position. When it gets to this, I will close it and scrape some profits, or get rid of the whole damn thing and scrape some profits, right? In other words, I don't want to leave any open part of my position open. I'm going to close the whole thing out and take my profits and run. Price target 450. So whenever it hits 450, whether that's a week, tomorrow, you know, 2 months, it is what it is. Whenever that happens, that's when you make your move. But he's saying in a case like this, you got to, you know, different mindset. You got to think about things. In a case like this, you're at 60 cents, 55, whatever. It's 480, let's say. That's the target. However, you're noticing something because you're paying attention. A trader is always paying attention to things. You're paying attention to the fact that everybody, their mother, their uncle, and their brother are running into cryptos right now. So now your price target of where you want to sell off might need to rise a good bit. Now, what he says, again, what a trader's going to do is never turn down a good profit. When you can say, I've got some good profit here, they're staring me in the face, you got to take the profit. That's what makes a pro a pro. Even if it ends up going higher, you made 6 times your money instead of 8 times your money. Again, a trader isn't going to be upset about that because he or she knows it comes with the territory. Nobody's going to be perfect. You can't time the absolute top. You can't time the absolute bottom. It is what it is. So as a trader, your goal is to just scrape off enough profits to where you say to yourself, maybe I'm the effing man or woman. I did great. Oh, damn, I only got 6 times of that one. I should have waited, got 8 or 9 times, right? It doesn't matter because you're going to do a move like that in the future and it doesn't work in your favor. You lost that one. Oops, right? But, oh, wait a minute. That other one I did, I only got 6 times on. That made up for it, right? And he was explaining to me, and he may go over this in some of his videos, about, you know, how these so-called pro traders in the stock market, they actually have a bad track record. But when they actually make it, they make it real well, and then when they lose, they don't lose as much, but they do lose a lot more than they win. But when they win, it's bigger, right? So it's just a strategy. So what he's saying basically is, look, if we hit the $4.50 to $5 target, it's time to sell off at least some EOS. Because this massive volume's hitting it, he thinks it's because of everyone and their mother wanting to get in. And I agree. I think you would too. Take the freaking profits. But don't take all your profits. Leave some in there. 20 or 30%. Leave it in there. That's what he's explaining to me. And he says one thing which is great that I like, because I've said this before, and I'm glad a guy of his, you know, status of skills said the same thing. You know, it makes me feel good. Don't ever, ever, ever sell off any of these coins you ever get into. Always leave a little bit. If that means leave 10% or whatever, leave 10%. If it means 20%, leave 20%. I honestly would say leave at least 10%. Like, you may be killing it in trades, or you may be sitting on one, it's going crazy, you're ready to take some profit. and you're realizing for whatever reason, I'm pulling out. Give me all my money out of this one. Don't get all of it. Leave some behind, just in case. You never know what the future holds. When some new announcement or something happens to one of these coins, oh my gosh, it's the one I left 10% in. Matter of fact, all your coins you have 10% in that you sold off. If you're playing this way, you can't lose, because if anything good happens, you gain. Now, if anything bad happens and the coin sucks, hey, I sold 90% off. I'm the man. I only got 10% left, and whatever happens, happens. It doesn't bother me. But if the opposite occurs and it goes really high, then what? Then you're going to be even, happy. Of course, you're going to look back and say, man, I should have never sold my 90% off. I should have just held on to it, right? But again, it's sometimes a crapshoot. Which coin's going to do that? Which one's not? Why is it going to do that? Why isn't that one? That's why you do need to spread it out, right? So I'm always telling you to get more than one coin. But I'm just giving you an update right now, essentially, of what he said. The target was still $4.50 to $5 on EOS. He's going to probably take some profits, okay? But he ain't selling out a whole, he's not going to go, close the position. He's thinking, I'll take some profits because I'm absolutely in the profit, and you never turn down a profit with your face. You don't do that, he said. You got to condition yourself. Get that greed factor out of the way and say, I'm a professional, and I'm here to do a job, and my job says right now is a good time to sell. And it might bite you in the butt a few times. Oh man, I could have made even more if I waited. Otherwise, bang, I timed it perfectly. It actually did go down. Fantastic. EOS still can hit those marks, $5 or so, and come back down. But because of the volume and some other indicators he's looking at, he's not so sure it's going to happen right now. So he was just updating me on a bunch of this stuff, a little more detail than I'm telling you, but this is one of those things where you realize, man, I need the training. I need to be able to think like this guy does and make moves and use the ideas he says, because they make freaking sense. Sure, you're going to hear somebody say, hey, the top was called at this point. Yeah, you guys pulled out and made some money. Good for you. I decided, because I'm so smart, to stay into that one. And boy, I killed it. I doubled what you guys did. Hey, luck, whatever you want to call it, it's going to happen. But for every one of those that happens, the opposite's going to happen somewhere else. And another coin, top was called, dude. You got greedy and tried to hang in there. You lost. That's okay. Keep playing the game in another coin and try to win it back, when your profit's back. It's the name of the game. And again, this isn't, and that's the other thing he talked about. He's like, look, forget day trading, literally day trading. Stop. Don't even try that. You need to look at these coins, find a good position, to get into, hold the position until, the variables have been met or whatever that you're looking for. And if they don't, and things change, you're looking at, oh man, this isn't going to happen. Then you're going to make the decision, get out of it, sit in it, sit on the coin, whatever. It's up, again, it's up to you. But we're not talking about, I'm only in Bitcoin and waiting for Bitcoin to do this move. No, you need to have some money spread across. I'm going to trade on that one. I'm in EOS. I'm in Populous. I'm in PayPal. I'm in Bitcoin. I'm going to be in Bitcoin Cash in January, beginning of January, hopefully, after the potential waterfall sell-off. And that's another thing. What if by the time we get to January, 3 weeks from now, you think the mom and pop, whatever, mother, brother, sister getting into it now is insane in January? It may throw the Bitcoin Cash thing off. He's gonna be looking at this kind of stuff, but he's gonna be sending updates and things like that, and I'll know. I'll make the repeat of what he said. But right now he's convinced Bitcoin Cash is gonna take a fall very beginning of January. First week or so, maybe the second week, somewhere around there. First week, second week, and it should be a good time for those of us who want to sit on it, get in, and then ride that one up. But again, another variable is here that the market doesn't normally see, and that is a massive influx of people all of a sudden wanting to play the game. See, the stock market, you don't have that. You don't have people knocking down the brokerages' doors and online exchanges. I got to get in, I got to get in. The S&P's up 15% this year. I got to get in. That kind of mania doesn't happen for that. But when someone tells you, I'm up 1,400% in cryptos or Bitcoin or this one or that one, I urgently need to get into that. I'm tired of sitting over here like a slob, listening to all this crap. I've had enough. I got to get in. And even if I put a couple grand in there, F it. If I lose it, I lose it. And that's what I like hearing people say. If I lose it, I lose it. I don't care. It's not like they're hawking up their house. It's paid off. I went and got a mortgage on my house, and I put in something and it went sour. You don't do that kind of stuff. That's not exactly smart, especially dumping it into one thing anyways. Now, if you were to say I didn't have a mortgage and I went out and got a mortgage, and I spread it across a bunch of these coins, I still would think that's a little crazy. You were out of debt, dude, completely out of debt, but I understand you want to play the game. How about you just go get a loan somewhere else, not nearly as much money, and build it up to a nice portfolio? You know what I mean? Like, don't go that crazy. But anyway, so that's what he thinks. Just want to share that with you. I'm on my way home, and it's now Tuesday evening. My website is pretty much ready to go. I just got to sign this document. He had to make 2 small changes to the document. I'm going to sign it for sure. I'm going to get the website up, and essentially, we're setting it to only accept Litecoin. So when you click, like a normal website, buy, check out, continue, what's your name, address, hit continue, whatever, it's going to take you to the website coinpayments.net. You have to have cryptocurrencies in your possession in order to make that happen. So if you don't have any cryptos, in this case Litecoin, in your possession, you need to get some quickly. If you want to join this thing, right? You want to get these videos and stuff, these tutorials of his. I tried to look on the site. Is there any way someone can come in here and pay, debit card, credit card, in coinpayments.net, does the conversion automatically and pays for you essentially, and they take your credit card, fiat, and then send that off. It doesn't look like it. Excuse me. I can set the shopping cart to allow, like PayPal, which could of course allow credit card stuff, even if you don't have a PayPal account. The problem is, like he explained to me, so he was blue in the face. We're trying to get away from fiat. We will only want cryptos because they're going to double and triple for everybody. We keep seeing that. Wouldn't it be nice to tell someone, hey, they just paid us $300 and whatever for the 3-module package. I get my cut, he gets his cut in cryptos, and we wait a little period of time, whether it's months or several months, and oh, hey dude, remember that money we got when the courses were selling back then? Yeah, it's worth twice or 3 times as much, right? Now if I take cash, it's going to be on through PayPal. Go to PayPal, I've got to transfer that out to my bank account and or straight to Coinbase. Then I've got to go purchase on Coinbase. I'm paying all these little fees in between to get it right back to my place, my wallet at the end of the day. We're just not going to do it. So ultimately, I think I'm going to do my one tutorial I talked about, I may just, again, I'm going to break it down into parts. I'll make it simple for people to figure out how the hell do I get coins the fastest. You're going to have to go to Coinbase, sign up, and buy your first thing of Litecoin, and as soon as you do, how do you transfer it out? Again, I got all this down in my own video, how to move it in and out. I'll make a specific one for this website so that anyone who signs up says, oh, I don't have any coins, that's what I'm here for, how do I even do it? Here's a very quick tutorial that gets you started, so that then you can get, paid with Litecoin. Matter of fact, you'll have learned something right there. And then move on. That'll be a free video, obviously, just to teach you really quick how to get into Coinbase, sign up, do the transaction, and be done with it. So that's what we're going to do. The thing is, when you do that with Coinbase, you're going to essentially get your crypto, and on Coinbase, it takes 4 or 5, 6 days sometimes to actually possess that crypto. And there might be there might be a possibility here. I might reach out to Mike B and see if he would be interested in basically selling you crypto. I don't know if he will though, because he's not a U.S. citizen anyways, or he lives in another country. But I was just thinking, if there's someone out there who's willing to take cash or debit, whatever, PayPal, whatever it may be, from somebody, taking the little fee into consideration themselves, and then they sell you their Litecoin, that might be a way. But then I got to get another person involved, and what if you want a refund later on? I don't want to drag someone else into this. Honestly, forget what I just said. You're going to have to get your Litecoin, which means the worst case scenario, you want to watch it today, I want to watch it today, you can't watch it today. Wait for your 5 or 6 days to come up in Coinbase. Now you possess the Litecoin. Now go to our website and do the purchase. It'll be instant at that point, you know, within a minute or so anyways. You're not missing anything other than this Saturday is in fact is module 2 of the 3. It's a live training seminar online, which again, we save the video afterwards, and then that's going to be module 2 that everybody gets to watch of his introductory course to trading. That was module 1, this will be module 2. It's all introduction to trading technically, and there's 3 modules. So then the third module is the 16th of December. So not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So if you don't have any Litecoin, you need to get yourself some Litecoin. Now if you have some other coins and you have the Exodus wallet, do a transfer. Go into Exodus, send a fraction of, you know, Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever you got, switch it over into Litecoin. If you don't have any Litecoin, you have some ERC20 tokens on my Ether wallet. Again, easiest thing, get the Exodus wallet, send EOS or, you know, some of the coins that wallet can deal with, like EOS, over to the wallet, make your trade, your exchange, and then now you've got some Litecoin in the wallet. You can send it right from your wallet. All coin payments that site is it allows you to pay them and then they pay us. That way the website system works properly. The system can't monitor my wallet to see if something came in, you know, if a Litecoin came in, and even so, how does it know what it was for? Right? What if someone sent me a donation? You know what I mean? Like, what? That's why we've got to use the third-party system. But there's no way you can use debit cards and credit cards. So, long story short, you've got to get Litecoin in your possession because that's what we're accepting for payment. Yes, I could turn on Bitcoin and Ethereum, but again, there's a strategy behind Litecoin. We think it's going to pop nicely in the near future, and we want to capitalize on that. That's it. That's the only reason. Right? It's a fantastic business decision if that's the case. So, get your Litecoin. One other thing. Maybe Thursday evening, he said, you know, we may need to do a live seminar video like I normally do, like we're talking about. Free for anybody. We'll you know, not anybody, I shouldn't say anybody. Anybody who's going to pay for those packages, which means that I got to get my site up tonight, Tuesday. And if you go in and buy the 3 module package, not the introductory course, but the 3 module package, there's only 2 to pick from. The introductory course, if you don't really want to be a trader, but you want to figure out how to move stuff around, that sort of stuff. 3-part module. The 3-part module is the one I'm talking about. If you go in and end up buying that tonight, which again, assuming my site's up, I've signed the document, everything's good, Tuesday night, you will automatically be able to log back into the site immediately and have access to module 1, because he's already done that one. And there will also be a link, not yet, but there will be a link come Thursday into the members area where you normally saw the video to watch. You're going to see a link down there. Hey, module 2, or excuse me, not module 2. The Thursday night chat link is here. And all that he's really doing is preparing. He says, you know, we kind of need to prepare people for how this is going to go, what it's going to be like, kind of give them the ground floor rules, because there's going to be a lot of people in this thing. I'm going to be talking, I'm going to be teaching. We don't want any damn riffraff in here. We're not messing with that crap. Like these trolls that come to your site, we're not dealing with that crap. And we're going to go balls to the wall, hour-long session to just get people geared up for how it's going to work, what they can expect, the whole 9 yards. But it may have to be limited to about 1,000 people total, which means some of his people and then mine. I think that should cover it, but I don't know. And he says if need be, and he has to upgrade his account to get more than 1,000 people live, he'll do it this time. But he's thinking he wants to give like a little introductory course. It'll be no charge, but it's basically for anyone who ends up signing up on the 3-part module. Because if we say, well, you don't have to sign up for anything, let's just let the guy talk for free. Everybody and their mother's going to be thousands potentially of people that show up. He's got to upgrade his account to accommodate that. And to be frank, we're not interested in thousands of people hearing something if they're not really interested in getting into the next stage of trading and stuff. We're wasting space, we're wasting time. There's going to be a million more questions than we thought or he's going to have to deal with. And there's going to be a Q&A at the end like he always does. So that'll be Thursday. We're thinking Thursday night. So if I can get this site up, which is up, by the way, it's ready to go. I just need to sign that document, And then I'll do a final video. Hey everybody, my site is live. And I'll explain while I'm doing it, the video. Click here, go to this, do this. Make it real simple, even though it's very self-explanatory. And what that enables you to, you'll be part of the free video thing Thursday night, which is an introductory to everything that's going to go down with what you can expect, the training videos, how it's going to go, you know, just that stuff. You may not even care Thursday. You may say, well, I don't even care about that. I just want to get access to video 1, which will be available immediately. And then video 2 is going to be Saturday. You will also have a link, again, and once you go back, you're buying the 3-bundle package, so you have access to 1, 2, and 3. It's just that 2 isn't available yet because he hasn't done it. He's doing it this Saturday. 3 isn't available because it'll be the Saturday after that. But you will be able to log into the members area and click on those courses. Now they'll come up and you have access to them. Again, Module 1 will have the video already there. You can play it. Module 2 will simply be a link. Okay, Saturday, here's the link. Go here for the live thing. And then when it's done, he's going to download it. I'll have a copy. I'll download it to my site. And then when you go back, anybody who goes back who's a paying member, who paid for the 3-module package, you'll be able to now see Module 1 and Module 2 and click play. Of course, the only difference is it's not a live thing. You're not going to be able to participate in a Q&A because it was pre-recorded. It's done now. And the same thing applies for Module 3. So what I'm hoping for is that, I know some of y'all are probably going to miss Module 2 and all that and Q&A because your coin, you maybe didn't have coins yet, you didn't have Litecoin, you're going to take too long to get them, and you're not going to be able to pay in time, yada, yada, yada. I'm hoping by Module 3, you've got plenty of time to get some Litecoin. Go in, buy the 3-part module, you'll be able to watch Module 1, you'll be able to watch Module 2, and then, hey, Saturday's coming up, the 16th of December, I'm ready for Module 3 now. And I get to participate in the Q&A at the end, you know, potentially. So that's how it's going to go. Stay tuned for an update. I'm releasing this video tonight, Tuesday, just so you hear everything I'm saying now in anticipation of how this is about to go down. And then I think by later tonight, another video will come out. Hey guys, my site's ready. Watch this first before you go there. And I'm going to walk through it. And just based off the email response I've gotten, just as FYI, it's a little higher than we thought. Not necessarily that we thought, but it's more than 250, okay? But as I was explaining to him with the support thing, we're not going to be supporting. There's not going to be help me trade, look at my portfolio. I'm going to put it in the terms and conditions and all that kind of stuff. We're not doing it. You are buying a digital viewing video product, and it's going to teach you these following things. That's it. So on that note, he said, yeah, I think we can bump that up because he and his wife, and they actually have a third person that does their support that helps with stuff, like support things. A lot of times they got to forward it to him. He's got to answer the question. He's like, no, I can't answer that. No, you know, it's just too much. So again, he wants to answer people and help you. I've turned down people recently that are willing to pay me good money to help them. Hey, remotely, I need some help. I'm out of time. I'm out of time. It's really good money I charge, and I don't even have time to do it. I can't do it. I'm focusing on this now because this stuff's going to be epic, I think. He said the same thing. He just had to refund a bunch of people who pay him really good money for one-on-one sessions. And same reason, Joe, I don't have the time. And if I stop doing that, I'll free up some more time so that maybe the support thing, we can deal with it. So good news is we can add, I don't know what the magic number is yet, but it's definitely going to be more than 250 people allowed now. Maybe 500. And it just so happens that that's roughly around the number of emails I got sitting there waiting on me, most of which say, you know, trading class, this and that. So maybe it'll be 400 something. Anyways, I think it'll be fine. I think the initial people who want to jump in, everyone will probably be able to do it. Last thing I want to do is, you know, all right, site shut down, everyone wants in to get on module 2 or 3, whatever, I can't do it, you know. Last thing I want to do is that. But he's in charge, and if it has to go down that way, then I have to do it, you know what I mean? But I think we will get to a point, after all that, and the Q&A, everything's done, and now it's just the videos on the website, to where, okay, Joe, just open it up, whoever wants to join, maybe they can join, I don't know. We don't know, we'll see. But I'm psyched about it. I watched some more of his video today, one of the other ones I didn't have access to yet, that he gave to me. And again, this stuff it's gold. He's got some really good stuff. So be on the lookout for a video tonight. Hopefully I get that document and sign it. and we are off to the races, my friends. Teaching ourselves how to trade and everything else. Take care.